So
I'll tell you a story. Years ago, I took off to Chicago, and then I went down to Philly. I was in St. Louis. I lived in North Carolina for a while. And after a time, there arose a situation where I had to come back to Canada, okay? So I'm in these ultra-dangerous cities, Chicago, St. Louis, Philadelphia, right?
Right.
And I was fine the whole time. I came back to Canada. I went to Sudbury, Ontario, and I was on my way back to the place I was staying, and a guy with a pipe jumped me in the middle of the night and like beat my head in with a metal pipe. Do you know what it sounds like, Greg, when a metal pipe hits you in the head?
No, oh my! I never heard that story, Mike.
Yeah, I got.
How long ago was this? How old were you? How long ago was this, Mike?
This was like, I don't remember. I'm just kidding. It was like 27 years ago. Or something
I don't remember. Yeah, after the pipe in the head, I don't remember.
The hilarious pipe beating of Mike Philip. And no, I like it. And the irony was delicious. You know, I had just been in these really dangerous cities where you expect something to happen to you.
Sure.
And then I'm in Sudbury, Ontario, which people think Canada's so safe and everybody's nice and they're polite. And nobody locks the door and you got free health care. Yeah, I get
Gary Sudbury.
I get
Gary Sudbury, you know.
I had and then after this guy worked me over with a pipe and I'm bleeding profusely, somebody saw me on the street and had to call an ambulance, and they had to go to the spot where it happened, and I had already staggeringly walked about 3 blocks. They had to follow a trail of blood to find me. When they did, they brought me into the hospital, and an orderly at the hospital threatened to kill me when I was covered in blood. And I was thinking to myself, you people are crazy.
What were you like? What was it, Obamacare or something?
Well, I was being pretty mouthy at the time. I was. I was mouthing off pretty good, but that happened. Yeah.
Were you intoxicated, or was that or what? Did you deserve it in any way, or you just got jumped? Right.
I was intoxicated, but not to the point where I couldn't remember anything. No, okay. So what happened though? Listen, about when you get stitches in your head, the swelling doesn't go in your head. It moves down to around your eyes, and so your eyes are all squinty, and you look like a hippopotamus, right? And I had stitches in my head. I can show you guys the scars if you're watching on Rumble. I've got big scars all over my dome. Anyway, I had to go and get the stitches.
How many stitches did you take? How many stitches did you take, Mike?
A lot.
Dude, you got your butt whipped.
I was worked, man. It was bad. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. That I could have been killed. But anyway. Let me tell you what happened. I was on my way to the doctor a few days later, or a week or whatever it was, to get the stitches taken out. And the cab driver is talking to me like he knows me. And I'm just sitting in the back seat, and this guy's going on and on, kind of looking up in the rearview mirror once in a while and yakking away about things that I have no clue what he's talking about. And I said, man, I'm not from here. I don't know you. And he gets to looking at me, and it's clear that I ain't quite right, and I'm on my way to the hospital. Sure. He says to me, "What happened to you? What happened to you?" And I told him what happened.
Did he notice the 200 stitches already?
Right. Well, so just wait. He asked me what happened to you, and I told him what happened. How I was walking home from a party, and I took a pipe beating from somebody I don't know. They just came out of nowhere. He says, you look exactly like a guy that lives here, and he owes everybody money for drugs.
Oh my God, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a mistaken identity crime.
Yeah, so whoever that guy is, he owes me one.
Wrong place at the wrong time for this guy's look-alike. Wrong place at the wrong time, man.
That happened to me.
Wow, that's an amazing story. That's an amazing story.
Yep.
Once you're kind of beat or robbed, it was weird. I got robbed at gunpoint when I was a real estate guy in Montreal, and that's for early 20s. And I drove pizza at the side in the evening to get cash, and I got robbed by two gentlemen with red masks at gunpoint, and probably was in the really, I could have been pistol whipped or killed because it was an armed situation, and I was a wreck for weeks after that. Only when you've gone through something like brutal or a real crime like that, and you got beat bad, but it's not that you're never the same again, but you kind of remember it for the rest of your life.
Like I said, do you know what it sounds like when a pipe is hitting your skull? It's like a sound of metal hitting metal, but it's inside your brain. If I had to describe it, because I still remember it, and I just about took him down. I just about did. I remember I was on the ground and getting hit, and I looked up and I saw his feet, and I lunged and I got the bottom of his legs, and he just about went down, and but he got away and gave me a few more whacks. We got a question in the